Hello and welcome back to the Conspiracy Nut Podcast. I got some pretty crazy stories, so yeah, without further ado, let's get to them. So sit back, strap yourself in and expect the unexpected, I think. Yeah. The first article I want to talk about is from a website called lunaticoutpost.com. I've never heard of this website before, but it came up pretty highly recommended in terms of conspiracy forums, so there you go. And here's the first fucking post. The thread on the forum is titled, "I just contacted the police!" Now upon reading that I thought, oh my god, maybe there's been a murder or something and I'm like a witness because I'm the first person to read the thread because there's no replies. But don't worry, I haven't witnessed an online murder or anything. That wouldn't be very good, especially talking about it on a podcast. So yeah, I just contacted the police. This is by Lunatic Outpost Special Agent. It was posted today at 9:46 a.m. So what's so special about this thread, you may ask? Well, here it is. There is a maple syrup cartel in Canada, and the cartel is illegally keeping the price of maple syrup high. God fucking damn it! No, it doesn't say that. Keeping the price of maple syrup high by using intimidation tactics against those who go against the cartel. Really?
You know, if you keep pushing your luck there, son, that's one way to not get any maple syrup again, you know.
It's fucking stupid. We don't withhold maple syrup. The Canadians addicted to maple syrup? Maybe. Several major American media outlets have talked about it, but the Canadian media is strangely silent. I do a section in this podcast specifically about the Canadian media, and I can assure you that they are far from silent. A little crazy, but far from silent. Alright, so I'm going to link one of the other articles and look at that in a second, but we'll finish this one first. I swear to God, this is a legitimate thread. I'll post on the YouTube video if you're watching it on YouTube, and you can check yourself. This is a legit thread, alright? I'll carry on. There's 3 links, and it says show content, and then, as an avid consumer of maple syrup, I'm guessing it's Canadian. Oh man. Shall I read this as a Canadian? Have I gone about it the wrong way? Maybe. Is that racist? No, Canadians aren't a fucking race. I'm confusing myself.
As an avid consumer of maple syrup, you know, I like my maple syrup cheap, natural, and competitive.
I like my maple syrup cheap, natural. Oh, and competitive.
So what did I do? I called Quebec.
Fuck, this is a real thing. I can't believe it. Alright, I mean, deep voice, yeah.
I called Quebec's anti-corruption police to ask them to start an investigation about the collusion in the maple syrup business, you know?
Oh man, it gets better, that's not it.
Did you know that just one bundle of real maple syrup costs $12, you know? I protested this today, but buying the cheap fake stuff until the corruption mess is sorted out.
This is a real thing. Sorry for laughing, that's wrong. Yeah, Canada's in some deep shit. There's some serious maple syrup corruption going on. And we like our maple syrup cheap. And we don't like the knockoff stuff. I get so angry about maple syrup, especially when it's run by drug cartels. Okay, let's chill out for a second now. And, yeah. And then it goes on to a link onto a website, npr.org, which I think is a news website, yeah. Why some Canadian maple syrup producers are what? They're not American?
Why some Canadian maple syrup producers are defying their cartel.
These look like pictures of gold maple leaves. So basically they've caught a guy and his product's been confiscated and he's under 24-hour surveillance and he faces fines of hundreds of thousands of dollars because he was selling maple syrup illegally. This is a thing. This is a thing. Jesus Christ. I'm mind blown. Nah. Is that really the high point of Canadian life? Maple syrup cartels? Over here we like shoot and stab people and shit, but Jesus. Maple syrup cartels. Where is your God now? If this world's run by maple syrup cartels, I don't think I want to live on it anymore. Nah. Enough scary CSI Canadian drug people. Okay, the next article's from a website called therealconspiracyforum.com. That is a creative fucking name right there. The thread, you may ask? Well, it's quite an old one. It's actually from 2013, but I thought it was fun. So, hey, this is my podcast. Fucking listen. Who built the moon? No, seriously though. Who built the moon? I don't think anybody built the moon, dude. I think it was formed. But anyway, I'm quite sure that many of you are aware of the theory that the moon wasn't a natural product of the universe, it was, but okay, but rather a hollowed out planetoid spacecraft, holy shit, this is evolving quickly, that was turned inside out to house certain entities. You say certain entities like I should already know what they are. What lives in the moon? Clangers? Cheese monsters? Little people that look like E.T.? I have never actually read the book Who Built the Moon? No, by Christopher Knight, but I have done some research about the subject, and it seems that scientists are also confuddled. Confuddled? Is that meant to be confounded? What the fuck? Confuddled with the moon. Damn it, I'm confuddled. That's my new favourite word. I'm going to use that in this podcast quite a lot. Confuddled with the moon. Its purpose, how it got here. It got here because, correct me if I'm wrong, but a large planetoid object during the early formation of the Earth smashed into the Earth, and thus the moon was created by all the fallout and shit. But I might be wrong, I could be totally wrong, but yeah. I think it was meant to be another planet about the size of Venus. I might be incorrect, and then it collided with the Earth, and then the moon was created from all the outpouring and shit. I don't know. Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. Its purpose, how it got there, and why it's so large. Apparently, it isn't supposed to be where it is. Apparently, where's your fucking source, dude? You're just making things up as you go along, aren't you? And it doesn't adhere to the rules of astrophysics. I think you'll find it does. In short, scientists have come to the conclusion, who's these fucking scientists? And where are they? And where is the proof that these scientists even exist? I've come to the conclusion that the moon really shouldn't be there, and maybe a giant planetoid spaceship. Going back into ancient, there's more, yes. I know you were getting worried there, but there is more. Going back into ancient civilizations, there are a myriad odd tales. There are a myriad odd tales. I think that's meant to be of. There are a myriad odd tales of cultural... What the fuck? There are a myriad odd tales and cultural stories that talk about an egg being hollowed out and rolled across the sky. Well, damn it, I thought I knew everything. My mind is fucking blown. The moon's just a big squashed egg that got rolled in the sky. Jesus, what am I doing with my life? So now I've come to the conclusion that the moon is in fact just a giant egg that got rolled across the sky by some sort of intergalactic rolling pin. Let's move on. Okay, so rolled across the sky with one S on a cross because damn it, grammar's not important right now, we're learning shit, some real science here. And some of the descriptions are scarily similar to the description of the moon. And it's really interesting stuff, I'm sure it fucking is, dude. What is your take on it? Do you think that the moon is actually created by intelligent life? See, if you believe in God, I don't, but if you want to, you believe what the fuck you want. But if you do believe in God, then you could say that it was created by intelligent life, like with intelligent design, but saying it was created by aliens? Why? If aliens created the moon, surely... Let's say they did. Then it'd be some sort of like, space up, like a Death Star. I have a message, oops. Like a Death Star, let's say. Something like that. Where the fuck did they go? Did they live inside it? Did they accidentally shut the door on the moon and forget how to open it, and now they're trapped inside banging like, hello, let us out of here, we're trapped on the moon. I don't know why aliens would even fucking sound like that, but there we go. I think we're done with this theory. The moon is an egg, I never knew that. Amazing. On to the next story. Okay, next story. The next story comes from, get ready for it, therealconspiracy.com. Go and check it out. It's awesome, it's shit, it's crazy, it's everything that I fucking love. The article's title, Grey Commander warns that reptoids are the evil ones. Yes, I know some of those words. I have no idea what that's on about, but let's continue and go to the post. The post was posted by a guy called Charlie Prime in 2013, May. This forum doesn't seem to be used anymore, I've only just noticed that. Anyway, on to the post. This story jumps straight into it, by the way. This hybrid ET is the daughter of a grey father and human Native American mother. What the fuck? What the fuck did I read right there? So, a grey alien, which if you don't know, is apparently one of those, like, big-headed little grey people. Their eyes look like, a bit like owls, I suppose. I don't believe in that shit, but hey, that's what... Paul, the movie Paul with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Paul's a grey alien, but he's quite fun. But they're apparently not quite fun. But I don't know. If you want to believe in that shit, you believe in that shit. So yeah, a grey alien had sex with a Native American woman. Hey, that's pretty fucking awesome. He poked that shit, he claimed it, that is amazing. Some might say the sex was out of this world. Oh god, I can't believe I went there. So yeah, a naked American mother? Oh shit, yeah, I'm assuming she was naked, so I'm correct there. Onwards we go. She explains that greys are our friends. And that the reptoids, which I'm assuming are like those reptilian conspiracy things, which is basically that like Queen Elizabeth, Elton John and Gordon Ramsay, like reptilian people. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't know, the shapeshift or some shit. Onwards we go, because it's getting a little crazy. She explains that greys are our friends, and that the reptoids are the one abducting and harming humans, not the greys. She says tests were done on her at a special hospital. Special hospital? Yeah, that bitch definitely needs to be in a special hospital, in quotes. Trust me. Was she in a fucking straitjacket when she told you this story? Because that's what I'm leaning towards right now. So yeah, in a special hospital, under a big airport. Probably Denver International. She has a website. I'm going to open that link and then we're going to look at it. Awesome. When I worked at large state-run mental health facility, I knew it, I fucking knew it, I called this shit before it even happened. When I worked at large, I think it's meant to be at a large, when I worked at large state-run mental health facility, my co-workers delighted in having an elderly mentally retarded man perform the I Am a Little Teapot dance and song for restaurant patrons when we took the clients to town, and how they laughed. What the fuck is happening to this story? Why is there a mentally retarded man doing I'm a Little Teapot for people in a restaurant? Is that entertainment these days? Jesus Christ. Can you call them mentally retarded? I don't even know. Things can only get better. When I expressed that these performances were disrespectful and undignified for a 60-year-old man to perform in a restaurant, fucking duh, my co-workers became angry and refuted with me with an argument. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, he likes doing it. It makes him happy. That was a bit of speech there, by the way. Quotations. I would say the same thing to these old hippies who think they are doing Sanicito a favour by putting her on display. Oh, right, this is this crazy bitch. Awesome. Let's do this. Let's look on her website. Commander Starbase, Sanicito. This is her official website. It's called sanicito.tripod.com. So apparently Earth people, meaning us, can ask this chick questions, but then she asks the aliens questions. Dear Commander, I'd like to know if any ET species will help us solve the Fukushima crisis. Okay. I feel it will position the whole Earth and all living beings on it. Alright, I'm gonna leave that there and move on because it's a little bit strange and I don't really wanna... I like taking the piss out of things, but I don't like mocking people, and that's going a little bit too far. So on to the next section. Okay, that's gonna do for the conspiracy section. Now on to my favourite section. Is this your favourite section? If it is, let me know. It's time for Scan B fucking C. Awesome. Scan BC, for those of you that are new and don't know, is... Scan BC is BC's online radio scanning community, your source for raw, unfiltered, local breaking news. So basically a police scanner, that kind of thing, and they're all from Canada, and these are all legit stories. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, here's a post from November 5th. Hashtag Victoria crews are responding to 800 Yale Street for a female that just did some heroin and fell over. What the fuck? The heroin bit seemed kind of bad, but then at the end it's got that little comical spin that all Scan BC posts seem to have. I can't believe these are real things, can you?
Hey lady, you okay there? Yeah, just doing some heroin.
I don't know what Canadian women sound like, so I'm going to assume that's what they sound like. All my information on Canadians comes from South Park, sorry.
You're doing some heroin there, lady? Yeah, just doing some heroin. Okay, but be careful. Heroin's dangerous, you know.
And she's like walking along.
It's fine, I know what I'm doing. He's like, okay there, lady, be on your way then. Let's not be messing about. But I've got to warn you, heroin's really dangerous.
And then she's walking away and she like slips on the fucking banana skin. And then the cop leans in like,
I told you it was dangerous, you know.
November 1st, hashtag Vancouver police are responding to the Michaels store on 665 West Broadway for reports of a female hitting herself in the head with a cookie. What the fuck? How annoyed can you possibly get with a cookie? How do you get to the point where you hate a cookie so much that you have to beat yourself with it? You ever been so angry at the cookie that you beat yourself with it? I haven't. Can you imagine the police busting in? She's like, whacking herself in the head with a cookie, and then the police officer,
Okay, gentlemen, get your firearms out now. Now, lady, you don't want to be doing this to an innocent cookie like that. Now, I don't know what kind of deep shit a cookie's got to have done to make you hate it that much, but hitting yourself with it ain't gonna solve any problems. You need to sit down and talk to that cookie. That's the Canadian way.
And then she's like sitting down and talking it out with the cookie, and it all ended happily. Awesome. Hashtag Vancouver police are responding to a store after a customer accidentally handcuffed himself and was unable to find the key. Really? Can't imagine police bursting through the door.
Get down on the ground now, sonny. Oh, look at that. He's already handcuffed himself. Well, that makes our job easier, doesn't it?
These crazy Canadians. I love them. October 24th. Hashtag Vancouver police are responding to Granville Street for reports a male pushed his way into the driver's seat of a bus and is refusing to move. Why? That's like the movie Speed, but without all the excitement and explosions and sexy actors.
Now, I don't know what this is about, son, but you need to get out of the driver's seat. This bus driver has places to go, you know. But what do bus drivers have that I don't have? Why can't I drive a bus? Because you're just not qualified to be a bus driver, son. Not qualified? I'll show you not fucking qualified. I'm sorry about swearing there.
That's what Canadians do, they have to apologise after they say anything nasty. And then he just drives off from the bus and does the job perfectly for the entire day. And then at the end he stops and goes,
I told you I could drive the bus. Okay there, Sonny, I believe you now. You can drive the bus.
And then they all lived happily ever after. And that is gonna do for today's episode of the podcast. I'm trying to keep it daily, but I might not always be able to. But as much as I can record, I will record. And as long as I find it fun, I'm gonna keep fucking doing it. You can't see my hand movements, but if you could, you'd high five me right now. So I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, if you want to enter the competition, check out the last episode, episode 3, and you can win yourself a free membership to Crunchyroll.com. It's got awesome anime and Japanese programs, and you're just gonna fucking love it. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think. That means a lot to me. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.